to start pulverizing some of those from, start from inside as far in and work our way out. The intent is to hopefully pulverize the really bad ones this year and then go in and be able to pave them next year, but they'll take another contract with the township and or the lake association to do that. We're going to start our crack sealing Monday the 18th, and so they'll be going around hitting a lot of the newly, the new projects that are only a year or two old that just have a couple cracks in them, get those sealed up. They'll be going around hitting a lot of primary roads this year for crack seal. If we have a few of it's usually those subdivision or lake roads that we did that are new. If they have some cracks, we'll be able to get in and do some of those too, but we'll see how that one goes. The Hartley Road, Likely Road Bridge, we're still waiting both for the earmark and or that's one of them that we submitted for critical bridges. If either one of them comes through, the other one will drop off, but hopefully one way or another we'll get that one funded. Monte Carlo and Rapallo Court, there's really no update to that. We're still just kind of in limbo seeing where that's going to go with, I believe the resident has got an engineer that's going to design like to pave and build that road where it wants, and we'll go from there, see how it goes. We also have Eagle coming out to perform their 5-year inspection on the dam there on Pond 6 at the park. I don't know how that's going to go. Whether they're going to say, okay, well, you need to do this to fix it, or it needs to be replaced, or hopefully if they say replaced, it can be removed or, crushed and then put it just across the bin. We'll have to see how that goes when they come up. But
they're going to shoot that one down. That one's bad.
Yeah, well, it does look pretty bad. The guardrails brush spray is completed. So anywhere there was guardrail, they sprayed for brush, and then they'll come back this fall and do the actual brush spray for the right-of-ways, and that'll be in the northwest corner of the county this year. So that quarter we'll get it. We also have where the Albright contracting went out and did our bridge maintenance. They gave us a list of all the bridges that, this bridge needs concrete work here, and this bridge needs paint on the railings here, whatever it takes to bring them up to snuff. And that's about $39,000 to fix all those, and it's multiple bridges. So it's just smaller fixes to fix now to keep them from being.
Are they going to do the repair work, or is that?
Most of it will be contracted out, because a lot of it's like concrete work where they're going to have to they cut out like a little square and patch that, and they have specific things that they have to do. So most of that will contract out, if not all of it. Let's see. So the last road we had left over from last year to get done, we had all the grading and deberm and ditch and all that. It was Gilmore Road. We got it finally finished up with the gravel, so Gilmore Road's done.
All right.
State trunk line, we're still cold patching, trimming brush, and scraping shoulders anytime they get a chance. Of course, we started our summer hours on the 6th last month, so this is nothing new. Bacon Road 2 was completed, which that one was east of Rumsey. The Frontier Road 2 was completed south of Burt. Sellers Road ditching and hydro seeding is completed. That's like across on the, I guess that'd be the north side of Sellers, where we had to cut that guy's bank back. We got the ditch moved back away from the road. That's all done and hydro seeded. We've got limestone coming into our pits to start doing the limestone patching for the townships thing. We haven't seen anything from Somerset yet, so we're going to have to skip them and start with Pittsford, I believe.
Yes, we don't have anything from Wheatland either.
And so as we have contracts right now, we've got a few of them that just haven't got contracts in yet. We'll hit the ones that we do have contracts with, and we have to come back, we'll come back to those. Good. And then, like I said, we're starting with Somerset, we're going south, and then just make a zigzag across the county.
Just their patching contract we don't have.
Yeah, we have a lot of the contracts, like, other work to get done. Some of the, one brine contract's not back, and several of the gravel or limestone patching.
Do we have a brine contract from Wheatland?
I believe so.
But no gravel.
I would have
We
to-
don't,
Is
we
it-
don't have one from Wheatland for,
Is it
the
Brian's?
gravel patching. No, Brian's only Somerset.
Oh. okay.
Somerset's the only one left for the brine contract.
But Wheatland did have a brine contract.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
I was there and I could sign it, that's
Yeah,
why.
Brian is, everybody's done Brian except for Somerset, and they're supposed to be doing it at their next meeting, and their gravel. But then there's about 6 or 7 that don't have the gravel or limestone.
I asked them at their last meeting and they didn't get a response.
I'll text Dave and ask him on Wheatland.
So we were gonna start in Somerset, with the brine,
With the gravel,
with the gravel
Grade 'em.
and the brine.
grade them, lay the gravel, make
And
sure
then
they're
brine.
grayed out and brine, and just keep on going. But
So we're not starting there this year.
we'll start with Pittsburgh,
We gotta jump over.
which is the next one down.
No, Wheatland is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, but.
I thought you said south, I thought you said Moscow was gonna be the second township.
Well, I think I'm back when I started. I was mistaken evidently. The way Kevin's uses his finger, I thought he was going east to west. He was saying north and south, and so
So did we get back with the individual who wanted to know, who lived in Moscow Township, when they were gonna get to his road? Because we told him he was gonna be second township in, and now I'm hearing he is not.
no, I didn't. He's probably gonna be about third now because there's about the next one that has the
Yeah, because all they
contract.
gotta do from Pittsburgh to Wright and then back up again.
That'll be within a couple weeks of each
Okay.
other. So.
Okay.
Let's see.
So when do we anticipate we're gonna actually start?
We're gonna start Monday.
Okay,
Right?
We're gonna start
Well,
patching on
Actually,
Monday.
we're gonna start
Okay.
gravel patching, and then we'll start the brine on the 27th. And guess it's not 56, but so yes, the scrape. We'll start scraping, and then about 2 days later, they're gonna come right behind us with the brine.
So
And we'll
that's
try
the
to
18th, and we're
work through
gonna
that.
start gravel patching.
Mhm.
Yes,
And so this year we're gravel patching before with brine.
we're trying. And if the brine catches up to us, then we'll let them go by and go back, but we'll try to keep in front of them.
And then we'll come back and brine with our truck.
Yes,
Yeah.
if we need to. Or if we can, we'll just call them, say, okay, now go hit that township.
Yeah.
And that'll be the easiest and the cheapest, but. Let's see, of course, we're out mowing with the boom mowers in the that northwest quarter, cause that's where we're gonna brush spray in the fall. Other than that, they're out, the garage is getting everything ready. We started paving Monday. So we started doing some skip patches on Monday. And they'll just continue on until they're done with all the skip patching for both some of the primary roads and the local projects, and then we'll convert over to chip seal and go back in and chip seal everything. And the garage is getting all that equipment, especially the chip seal equipment, ready, so it's ready to go when that time comes up.
Can we get, the schedule of what the skip patching is gonna cover in this year?
Yep.
And you can email that to me, that'd be fine.
I just got back from Dave,
I'd like one
What is
too.
that?
Wheatland Township, they signed it Tuesday, so yes, they're gonna do gravel patch.
I'd like to email that
Did you say how much they wanted?
Heather, I believe, has already sent this out to everybody, her update here. So you'll have this already in your emails, but I'll send out the
Right.
skip patching
Yep.
spreadsheet.
They have. I talked with Somerset this Thursday, or next Thursday.
Let's see.
Thursday?
So other than that, I got one other quick comment that I need to make.
I better check the calendar, to make sure.
We got a phone call from a resident that said that we would come out and clean up their brush for them.
Is that right?
But we do not do that.
Well, hey, you do too.
next week, 16th.
You grind the stumps, you clean up the trees.
Okay. Please. So I guess they were told we have a contractor that comes out and cleans up. And they just said clean up brush and meaning from a storm damage. If we have a contractor go out or our crews go out and cut down a tree, they'll cut the wood, they'll put the wood there on the property, they'll grind up the brush, grind the stump and leave. But we don't come out and pick up brush that they've pulled out of their wherever and pile up in the right of way because that was a storm damage and they want to get rid of it. That's not what we do, and we don't have the contractor do that at all. They come do specific trees or canopies.
The tree that they cut.
Yes. And so we don't take care of everybody's brush that they decide to put in the right of way.
That's something that they would do in a village or a town.
Yes, some villages, some cities do it with their leaves, and they don't want people burning and all that. That's Hillsdale, everybody burns. So other than that, that's all I have, unless you got questions.
So I have a couple questions.
Okay.
When do you anticipate we're gonna be looking at contracts for cutting trees and cutting grass like we did a year ago?
Well, the grass mowers will start
I was gonna say that in a month.
Monday after, actually the Tuesday after Memorial Day, the
So
26th.
was that a multi-year contract?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that was like a 3-year contract. 'Cause
Okay,
nobody wants to hire people and get that equipment for 1 year and have a chance of not doing it, so
yeah,
that's usually like a
understand
3-year.
that.
So yes, they're gonna start on the 26th. And I think last year it took them a little over a month to do the entire county.
They did a good job too.
Yeah,
The trees, as we get tree requests, we compile those up. If our guys can take care of them, they'll take care of some of them. But especially if they're, like I said, they're close to a building or anywhere near wires or anything like that, a danger tree, we hire the contractor to do it. We just give them a whole list of, we try to give them a week's worth of work and say, go hit these trees. And then it's worth their while to come down and do it for the price that they ask.
That's one chop, right?
That's with CHOP, that's the contractor. So they do it, they're there all the time. We just need to call them, and we can even call them for an individual tree if we want, but
so that one again is a multi-year
yes, yes,
contract.
yep.
1,500 gravel.
I'll let them know.
And then another question, have we heard anything from Amboy Township on that big culvert on Buckeye Road, west of Trip Road?
No, that's one of the top ones on the list here is the Buckeye Road west of Trip is one of them that we're waiting on Township for a contractor, how they want to try to do it. So it's Buckeye Road, Day Road, and Tamarack Road. Those three we're kind of waiting on the Township to tell us what they want to try to do.
Are you gonna try to do a contract with Amboy Township on seal coating that?
Yes, for East End?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cause that's gonna be up to them then.
And hopefully they get with the Lake Association or whatever it is. I guess it's not a Lake Association anymore, but, and if they can share on that, that would help. And then also the one resident,
Yeah,
has said he'll kick in, so.
I think that's huge right there.
Yep.
So, okay.
I think there's one spot that we need to go in and cut out and repave. And there's also the one spot on Sellers
One edge.
and one on Woodbridge. If we're in that area doing it, we'll hit all those and then chip seal East End and all the little roads in there.
That it? All right, we gotta approve the county resolution 26-003, MDOT 26-5114 safety project.
Your copies of this.
This mine, this one actually.
That's just for you guys to read so you know exactly
Chris
what.
is coming back. You guys got some more time to go.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, she's coming in.
Good to meet you.
So that basically is, some of
You know
the,
that, dude.
Yeah.
You guys need any backup?
LED lights,
Mhm.
on the
I
sign.
hope I was some help. I'm going,
And from the looks of it, we should be able to put in something like this like annually and get
Get those.
more and more of those put
Get some
in.
more.
Bye, Bob.
Funding for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, thank you.
I move we adopt county resolution 26-003 for enhanced intersection sign.
Support.
And we gotta have a roll call.
Kathy Schmidt,
Yes.
Bob Guthrie,
Yes.
Mike Carney,
Yes.
Gary Leiniger,
Yes.
Mark Klein.
Yes.
That's pretty simple. Okay, now, we gotta approve limestone for Allen Township.
Support.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same.
Back to the gravel patching and brining concerning Somerset Township. So you're gonna jump to probably Wheatland now that they've, well, we actually haven't signed their contract yet.
They signed it last night.
Yeah, we gotta sign it though, so
Yeah.
that won't happen till the next road commission meeting. So we're going to Pittsburgh and then back
Okay, so
up.
that brings a question. Are you okay with us going ahead and doing their stuff and you signing the contract? Because they've already signed it.
I'm fine.
I am.
Yeah.
Fine with that.
I'm fine with.
They did it last night at the meeting, so that's why it was.
But back to Somerset, are we gonna, when we come up to Moscow, are we gonna jump over and do Somerset?
If they give us the contract.
Okay,
I think that'd be easy, you know, one to do.
okay, cause,
Yeah, that way we don't have to skill.
yeah,
You know, even with their meeting being later in the month, till we get back north on Moscow, you would certainly think that Somerset would.
Well, theirs is what, the 21st? Is their meeting?
yeah,
So,
their meeting's the 21st.
so next Thursday.
I mean, it'll take a little bit to go through 7 townships.
Yeah, ideally, we can come down and when we come back up, hit them and then keep
Yeah.
on going, so.
Anything else?
No,
Okay, we got another public comment.
Question, oh,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
First off, I'd like to thank Bob for coming out and doing the drive around with us. I think we had a really productive, meeting, the drive, and identified some issues and stuff like that, so appreciate that. And also, that same day, they had Duck Lake Road closed, and I asked Bob about that. He said, well, they're training people on how to use the grader. Well, when they took the sign down, went down that road, anytime you would've come practice in Allen Township, we still got 20, 30 miles of roads that they could come practice on. That thing was so smooth, I could've went down at 60 mile an hour, would not have a problem. They done a
Don't
wonderful
ask us
job.
to put speed limit signs
Huh?
up.
No, I'm not gonna, but I just wanna praise them on that they done a really good job. If they do that good on the rest of the roads, we're gonna be sending you guys cakes or something, I don't know what.
Well, that was a new contractor and actually out of AIS that we used to train them on the graders. All the guys seemed to enjoy how he was training and what he was explaining and stuff, so I'm glad to hear that it.
I was
thought
kinda
you were gonna
hoping-
say they tore the road all up and.
I was kinda hoping they'd done Watkins and south of the gravel pit, but they didn't, but, they done a great job, I just wanna thank you for that. You mentioned trees, where you take trees down. We've got 2 on 12, one's right in the village of Allen, and one's right at by the gate to the cemetery on 12. They were both marked last year when the state sent that crew through to trim trees, and consumers come through and trim trees, but they didn't touch either one of them. I think the one by the cemetery, they might come
We'll
off
have to
of.
get hold of MDOT to
MDOT,
make sure they're
okay,
good.
that was my question, who do I get a hold of?
Okay.
So it'd be MDOT.
No, I'll just get hold of Kevin and we can use our route to
Okay.
get hold of MDOT. And you said one's in the village?
One's in the village, and you won't have, if you go through there, it's a dead oak tree, it's a big tree, it's on the south side of the road, about, I'm gonna say, between the center of town and the west end of town. I mean, you don't have a leaf on it, so you won't have a problem spotting it. And it's a pretty good sized tree.
I guess one other thing, is it out in the right of way?
Oh yeah, it's in the right of way.
Okay,
They took trees out that were further off, but
okay.
this has got electric wires run by it, so I think
That's probably part of
it could be part of the problem.
Yep.
And the other one by the cemetery kinda leans out over the electric wires. And, we were gonna do some trimming in the cemetery, and they said, well, maybe we can do that one too, but when I look at it, I said, I'm not sure I want our
I'd stay-
people doing that,
I'd stay
because
away from it.
it could be an issue.
And if they want it done, they can they have contractors from DOT
Okay.
specifically, and I want to say it's like Right Tree Service or
I'm
something
just
like that.
afraid, especially the dead tree, I'm afraid it's gonna fall down in a windstorm or something like that, because it's dead. The other one, I'm concerned that if it does fall, it's gonna take the wires out and mess up the gate at the cemetery and all that too, so it,
We can use our route through MDOT to,
okay, if you
and
would do
if
that,
he
that'd
says
be
yes,
great.
then we can work that.
That'd be great, if you could do that. And the other thing was the brining, where, I believe one of the other earlier meetings you said where residents could pay for additional brinings.
Yep.
Now, is there a contract or a form you use, or do they need to contact you or the township? How does that
They
work?
need to contact us, and we'll do a
Okay.
contract, and we already did one, and
Right,
was it in Allen?
Litchfield.
No, it was in Litchfield.
okay,
So we'll do a contract almost identical to what we do with
Okay.
the townships, and we're taking half, 50-50, just like if it was a township, it's just a match, it doesn't say where it has to come from. And they come in, they pay us, and we'll set it up, and,
okay, I've had a couple people respond where they.
but it's in a mile, or an increment of whatever those road blocks are.
Yeah,
If you happen to have a next one coming in at a half mile, that's all it is, but normally it's a mile increment.
I told them it might be up to a mile.
And I believe it was right at $300 is what it comes out to being for their 50% of
Okay,
that.
okay. I just
About, yeah.
wondered, because the one person that I said something about that too, he goes, well, that'd be a good deal, I'd do that. And I said, well, you might be able to get your neighbors to kick in on it. So
Yes,
it's
and that's the idea, we want to get away from having that checkerboard,
Sure,
300 feet here, no dust, and then
Okay.
dust, and then 300 feet, no dust. And there was some lawsuits in the UP especially where a young girl ran into dust after that and ran up and hit a tree and was killed. And so there was lawsuits over that, so really McChrysop is telling us they'd rather not do that, and that's where that kind of came from.
okay,
So,
all right,
but
well,
we can set it up.
all right,
Kevin's gonna go out and have the grader hit the road before, and then have it took us like 2 days when we got paid and got the contract done to be able to do it, so.
Yeah, they're supposed to be out today.
Yeah, I think so today.
well, thank you.
Good, yeah.
Have you folks received any information on a road proposal from this new truck stop car dealership that's going in at the intersection of US 12 127? They're proposing to make a road into Somerset into the residential area.
I see where they're trying to clear it.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
they rezoned all that corner, that northwest corner of that Artesian Wells intersection there, commercial. And they've requested to build a road from this proposed truck stop, everything into the Somerset residential, which would come across Hillsdale County line. And I'm just wondering if you guys have heard anything, got any wind on that yet?
Vaguely. The main thing is coming off of 127, 12, so that goes to MDOT. It's the hiccup is gonna be that part that they think they're gonna connect
Yeah.
into the backside.
No, they already have access off of 12 and 127. You're gonna get these 4 national truck drivers, they're gonna attempt to take this road into the residential, and I'm gonna tell you right now what's gonna happen. It's, it shouldn't be done. I haven't had a chance to talk to Tim Shaw yet, but
There should be no reason for it.
there's no
Yeah, I don't
reason for it,
understand why they're
absolutely
We got
not.
US 12.
Well, see, they're still waiting
They're
on the
they're on
well
the corner,
permit.
and so you come in off of 127 or 12,
Yeah.
but then it's gonna supposedly be here, but then there's like a
Oh,
little
yeah, that's right.
side that comes off into that first subdivision and comes back out to 12. I'm like,
That means that that
Yeah,
road connects into the
They're
subdivision.
selling the
They
other
would have
60
to go
acres to
all the way
put the
through the
well on.
subdivision to Somerset.
There's a big
Road,
issue with
come
the
back
family
out.
on that whole thing. I'm following it a little bit. So,
Makes no sense.
Right,
Yeah, that don't make sense.
and the other thing, you
right.
talked about a solar
wells.
project at Vickery and Somerset.
Because of the
Uh,
north and south.
what's the size of that project?
yeah, it's not huge, it's like a 40-acre.
Is it
It's amazing.
solar glass? Solar
Yeah,
panels?
it's a solar panel.
Solar generation.
Is that, an independent company or is that consumers?
No, it's pivot energy.
Okay.
So they're
But they
asking
may-
for like a 40-acre block, or they got a 40-acre block on Victory and Somerset.
Yeah.
That first field right there, and the drive will come into Somerset. And then down south in Reading, Card Road comes off of 49, and it's like the second field in, that's like a 20-acre.
So
They may
they,
sell the energy to
yeah,
consumers.
yeah, obviously. So the transmission lines, what's the routing for those?
They don't give us those.
Yeah, because we don't get involved, we don't get involved with that.
No.
But
They've been upgrading the transmission lines, along 49 here.
Yeah, so that, yeah,
West of
yeah,
49.
we've got MJ Electric that's putting in, they're replacing that old wood T
Yeah.
or wood H post and putting the metal. So,
Yeah,
but we normally don't get into that unless they're going
so
over
that
way.
stretch of Somerset Road then would be paved, because right now it's dirt. Isn't it from Harper over to Vickery?
No, they're not gonna pave it. They're just gonna re-gravel that section.
Just gravel,
Yeah,
okay.
they're gonna do 3 to 5 inches of gravel on that from, I think it's Harper.
Yeah, Harper to, Vickery.
Yeah, they'll re-gravel or we'll re-gravel that with their money. And then we'll have it repaved from 127 to there, as they'll put a 2-inch asphalt lift on that.
Okay.
And that's what their
You just know what happens when a
contract is.
solar field shows up, they start connecting.
Mhm.
I mean, it's, and, that's a kick in the teeth for property values.
And really, the only thing we're concerned with is their entrance to the road
Yeah, yeah.
and the traffic that they put on the road.
I,
They don't do oversized or overweight, but they do a lot. So
Right.
that's where they,
Many truckloads.
Which side of 49 is the one I'm reading?
is to the east.
East?
Yep.
Wherever
It'll be
it
to
is.
the east and it'll be the second field going north.
Card road.
Just before it drops off in, there's a house there and it drops off into a swampy area. It's gonna be.
I figured that's where it was, but it wasn't.
are you gonna be the one that comes out there to look at Somerset there, where I told you about the drainage problem?
Probably me and or Kevin, our superintendent.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you my phone number, I'd like to.
All right.
The community foundation.
Fred Johnson.
Let me see if I.
If you want, you can write it down, because it's recorded and gets put on YouTube.
Yeah, I've been the actor.
All right, yep.
So I was wait.
Good call.
Oh, sorry.
No insert for a really good time right in front of the.
Put a banner across.
Yeah.
Community foundation, all that.
Doug, you got anything?
I was gonna ask you for a zero.
I can make stuff up, but you know.
Yep.
Was there an agenda why we took the trees out on Minor Road?
Yes, that was a request from a homeowner.
Okay. I was just wondering, cause you said you didn't grind trees and everything.
We do, if it's through us, but it's not like, if a storm blew through and they wanna bring the brush out to the road, we're not gonna do the brush and stuff like that. If they put in and we gotta have a tree form saying we can cut that tree down, because we've been in lawsuits over that too, even though it's in the right of way. They give us a tree form, and if we sign that tree form with them, we'll have the tree cut down and all that done.
You ever think about closing that road again?
Minor road?
Yeah,
Why?
when I come before, Stan was gonna close it, but Cinda had more ground than we did. Now we have more ground than Cinda. That would cure a lot of problems there at the bottom.
You might wanna fight that out with Cindy.
Yeah,
I know Cindy really well, so.
but you know what I'm saying, I mean, it's all
I
washed
know her
out
well
again.
enough.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that washes out a lot.
the north side went this time,
Did it?
yeah.
It should be
That's
straight.
a horrible
It is,
little place there.
it is.
If nothing else, we can